One of the things that I've grown to realize about women, especially from dealing with women in my comment section who try vigorously to get my attention, knowing that I don't care about what they have to say or what they think, is that women believe that they are the arbiters of morality.
Crock of shit.
They believe that their value system, their motivations and intentions behind why they do what they do and say what they say are also a man.
Sounds about right.
It's the psychological warfare that women engage in because they believe that men should behave how they want them to behave. Women dislike when men do things the way men want to do things. That's where the shaming and trying to make you feel guilty and the insults come in. Women use female versus female tactics on men, not realizing that they're ineffectual against men like me.
You got that right.
The who hurt you argument is a prime example. They use that because that's typically what it means when they lash out.
Yeah, they do that.
They're hurt. The "you're gay" statement, which doesn't make sense because I know I'm not gay. And if I were, I'd be proud. The "you're not married in a relationship" statement, as if that's an insult to the gatekeeper of that. But that's because it's hurtful to them. They don't realize that the truth is impervious to feelings. They don't realize that the truth is impervious to feelings.
Facts. Hard facts.
So a 7-figure earner has a morning routine.
I see where this is going.
Broke people have morning routines.
Yeah. But he doesn't have to have 7 figures yet. Because I don't have it.
But you want him to want 7 figures.
Right.
Yeah.
And I get up at 5 a.m.
What the hell does that have to do with anything?
I work out.
I can't tell.
Do you know that only 1 in 4 men make 6 figures?
And I'm okay with being alone.
Oh, you definitely gonna be alone with that mentality. I think in 2026, the jury is in on when we look at the relationship dynamics between men and women, who marries for love and who marries for lifestyle. The clip that you guys just saw is from a new podcast I just came across. It's called Dave and Donnie. Matter of fact, I'm going to leave a link to their page so you guys can check out their content. Thought it was very interesting. And as you can see and tell from the clip that I just showed you guys, they had a young African-American woman on there, and they're discussing, what type of man she's looking for. And you guys saw the typical response that we see from Black women. This day and age in 2026, this is a byproduct of feminism. Men have to be the creme de la creme. We gotta be millionaires. It's next level entitlement. This is typical behavior we see from the modern day woman, especially the modern day Black woman, where they expect men, they think they qualify for the top 1% of men, even though they're not the top 1% of women. And again, I'm not talking about all Black women. I'm talking about a specific type of Black woman, the modern day feminist, the one that's, full of entitlement, the one who, basically wants to model her life off of the women that they see on either Keeping Up with the Kardashians or Real Basketball Wives of Atlanta. I'm talking about those type of Black women. And when you hear these women talk, it sounds like they're all reading from the same script, the same playbook. They want men to bend over backwards, put them on a pedestal, and they want, they think that they deserve this soft life. They deserve a man who's 6 feet tall, has a 6-pack, earns well over 6 figures, creme de la creme, these top 1% guys, but they're not even willing to do the bare minimum as a woman to even qualify for that man. They think that it's enough for them to just come to the table. All they got to bring is a pretty face and a vagina. Let's get into it.
When you talk about women wanting a man who has a bag, it's because it takes a certain type of man to earn a certain type of money. It takes a certain type of ambition, it takes a certain type of character, just characters in general. So that's what the women are going for.
It sounds like entitlement because not every woman is entitled to those caliber of men. If you do see those men, y'all have to compete because guess what? Other women are competing for him because he's in the top 10% of men. He's not just going to come to your front door because you did a Sierra's prayer. If y'all want to practice hypergamy, that's understandable, but not everybody is qualified for hypergamy.
Talk about the entitlement.
Well, come on, man. We already know the entitlement's crazy right now, right? So the funniest thing about entitlement is this. At some point in time, the women who are making money are only making money just to try to score a man higher than themselves, but yet they don't know how to take a direction from anybody. And the man higher than them, you need to take direction from.
He's not lying. And what we typically see from women who have this kind of mentality, this entitlement. I mean, just to sum it up, they think they can have it all. They want it all, and they think they can have it all. And they're going to learn the hard way, just like every other woman who has that same ridiculous mentality that nobody gets to have it all.
And I'm really just a little taken back because I don't think I've ever had to pay for my own valet coming from a date, like ever. Like that's kind of weird and it kind of turned me off.
What I'm taken aback by is your entitlement attitude. We are sick and tired of this new wave of women who feels entitled to a man's money, time, resources, etc., and they feel they don't have to provide a damn thing in return.
A lot of women have an entitlement attitude.
I've healed. I'm not about to let nobody screw me over.
No, I think entitlement is rooted in something that would actually signal that you are not healed, right? Like, why do you feel like you deserve this thing? But what would even make you think that you have this coming? Here's an example. Let's just use track record. If I want to buy a multi-million-dollar house, not only do I have to have the amount of money to pay the mortgage, but do you know that you cannot purchase a house within less than 3 times of your past mortgage? Does that make sense?
Wait, say that again.
So let's say you want to have a $3 million home. But if you've only ever had a condo that you rented that was $3,000, 3,000 times 3 is $9,000. They will never approve you. Even if you can say, but look, I'm making $50,000 a month now. Yep. But the track record shows you've never had this level of responsibility.
And once again, she's not lying. And, this reminds me of, the point when you hear women say that a man should not care about their past. And then when men express and show concerns about a woman's past, the first thing they'll say is, oh, you're insecure. You're just insecure. And this, and I think more men should say in response to these women is say, yeah, you know what? I am insecure. Because the bottom line is, if you're a woman who doesn't have a dating history track record of ever being in any long-term healthy relationship with a man, every relationship you've ever been in hasn't gone past 4 months. If you have 2 and 3 different kids by 2 and 3 different baby daddies, if you consistently show yourself as a woman who does not know how to appreciate things about a man outside of how many zeros he has in his bank account, you're not a wife. You don't qualify for the type of man, these super giga chads that you claim you want. You don't.
How much do you make? What are you talking about? How much you make a year? How much money do you make a year? On the first date, that's the type of question you ask? Yeah, because I only date men that make a certain amount of money.
Why are you here?
If you want to be with me, you need to be the provider. You need to be the protector. You need to make sure my hair is done, my nails done, my feet.
Good luck with that.
And these are the exact women who are complaining about, where are all the good men? How come men are showing up to singles events? How come men aren't approaching us? Well, you're seeing exactly why. Because the type of men that you want, they're not going to tolerate this kind of BS from you guys. No man who's worth his salt is going to build a future with a woman who is only with him because of his money. Those type of men only pick women who are with them in spite of their money.
To think about, if a man fully providing for you is the bare minimum, then you cooking for him every single night is also the bare minimum. If him opening every single door for you is the bare minimum, then you picking up his laundry off the floor is also the bare minimum. If him being above a certain height and being in shape is the bare minimum, then you staying attractive and staying in shape is also the bare minimum.
Now she's cooking.
Yo, man, I can't add anything more to that. I think she said it all. Listen, bottom line, we got to get back to love, man. We got to get back to appreciating the things about us that matter. Because if we don't, this whole dynamic between men and women today, it is going to continue to go downhill. So that's pretty much all I have, man. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts. Please share your thoughts. Leave me a comment, a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one.